Hello there, welcome to fuelforsuccess.com. My name is MD Ahmed. I'm the international author of Hidden Secrets of the Topless Mind and the founder of fuelforsuccess.com. It's a platform where we bring you real world knowledge for real world success. The stuff that schools and colleges forgot to teach you for some mysterious reason, and stuff that can be applied in your day to day lives to make your lives remarkable. So, in today's episode, it's actually the continuation of yesterday's episode where we spoke about the importance of responding to the present moment and creating the present moment. So, I hope my audio is clear. Give me a moment, I'll just connect. Yeah, I just connected. One moment. Yes, like I said, it's the continuation of yesterday's session. Okay, and today I'm going to talk to you about how we create our lives. And in fact, I'm going to share with you about something that happened years ago. I happened to meet this gentleman who is a very reputed business person in my city and was doing amazingly well. And we were sitting and we were discussing things like willpower, we were discussing things like hell, heaven, God, and different aspects and different concepts. So what happened was I said during a conversation, I said that human beings create their lives. Okay, listen to this carefully. You create your life, all right? And if you don't believe that, then I told him that we cannot believe in the concept of heaven and hell if we don't believe that we create our lives. Now, listening to this, he was quite taken aback. He said, "What do you mean?" And then I told him, see, if everything is predetermined. Now, when you say that you don't create your life, okay, that implies that everything in your life, whatever is happening, is predetermined, right? Did you understand? How many of you understood? Just type yes and send it to me. This is going to be deep stuff, okay, and so make sure okay. Hello, Gitanjali. Hello there. Now, what I'm talking about is I just said, because I have a few questions here, sir. What are you pointing at? Yeah, yes. Now this 60-year-old business person who's a multimillionaire could not get it initially, so it's quite okay, because when I started understanding these uh, ideas, even I was a little confused. So what I'm telling you is we create our lives, and a lot of people don't believe that. Okay, there are people who say there's destiny and you're destined to there is something called as predetermined destiny. Predetermined destiny. Then I told him that if there is predetermined destiny, then if there is predetermined destiny, then there's no point having heaven and hell, and a lot of people believe in it, heaven and hell. So there shouldn't be heaven and hell. Now he asked me why I think there shouldn't be heaven and hell, because if everything is predetermined, say for example, if I'm predetermined to be a loser, or if I'm predetermined to do bad things in life, okay, so I can always argue tomorrow after my death that everything was pre-written, predetermined. I was, my destiny was to be a bad person, and that is why I was a bad person. So it's not my fault. So I'm not supposed to go to hell. Okay, so you see, now the fact that we have something called as willpower, okay, willpower, the power to choose. Remember that this is the most powerful force that we have, the power to choose. All right. So when we make use of the power to choose, what happens is, like I said yesterday, I believe that, okay, time is not linear. Everything is happening at the same time. The past, the present, the future. Everything is happening at the same time. I'm not going to get into the details of this, but then understand this, okay? The way we experience time is linear, okay, this present moment, and this is what is critical for human beings. Let's say this is your present moment, okay? Now the future holds a lot of possibilities for you. In the future you are a beggar. In the future you have a great lover. In the future you have someone who doesn't love you. In the future, you are a millionaire. I just mentioned that. In the future, maybe you are a Nobel laureate. In the future, you are a criminal. Okay, so there are a lot of possibilities, a million possibilities for you. And those are happening right now, but we cannot perceive them. Okay, now listen to this because it gets a little confusing here. So what happens is, let's say a person who wants to give up alcohol, and he's an alcoholic. So what happens is, let's say at 8 o'clock in the evening, that's his time when he enters the bar. All right. So as soon as it's 8 o'clock in the evening, the moment he uses his willpower to go to the bar, now that portal, okay, let's say at 8:10 in the evening, he enters the bar. So 8:10 in the evening, okay, all the other portals for him close down and the portal for the bar opens up. That's the power of your mind. That's the power of your choice. Now, if you go back and decide and choose not to go to the bar, okay, but go and maybe rest, or maybe go and do some social service. All right. Now, at 8 o'clock, listen to this very carefully. Let's say at 7:55, 7:59 in the evening, you are already doing social service. You are already doing, you're already resting. You're already at the bar. You're already maybe driving a Ferrari. You're already getting beaten by the police. You're already leading a rally or whatever. There are a million possibilities. But the moment you make the choice, okay, a portal opens up, exposing you to the reality that you chose. Now, did you get that? There is no other way this can work. Because you see, let's say a thief, all right, he decides to rob a house at 11 p.m. in the evening, okay? So 11 p.m. in the evening, he is already robbing the house, and he is already maybe there with his family as a changed person, or maybe he's with his friends doing some business and is stealing the house as well. So when it is 11 o'clock, when the time, when you experience 11 o'clock, that portal, whatever you choose, the portal for that reality opens up. So now what happens is, you are put in charge of your choices. You are responsible. I am responsible for my choices. And the great news is, You can create whatever you want to create. Now, everything depends on the choices that you make. And your choices depend on the knowledge that you have. Okay? A lot of people ask, a lot of people like to have common sense. You read this? Common sense. What I tell people is run away from it. Don't have common sense. Now, what do I mean by that? A sense that is common in nature, because most of the people, what's common? Right? When majority of the people do it, that is what is common. So common sense does not work. You need to have uncommon sense. Did you understand what I just said? If you have understood, hearts please. Okay? So it's not about what everybody is doing. Now the question that I have for you is, what makes you sure that you're not a fool? How can you be sure that you're prudent? Think about it. Who's a fool? Who's not wise? Makes foolish decisions. Right? So the power of your decision opens up different possibilities for you. There are a million out there. And the moment you sit, you decide that you're going to learn from the best, all right, instead of just watching television for entertainment. Maybe watch documentaries. You watch movies based on successful and remarkable people. Then you learn a lot of things. You take courses that help you make decisions, that help you learn a skill. You spend time with those books in that job. You can get into a finance related job. So you start processing that, and over a period of time, you start making decisions and living different realities. Remember that. You got to learn how to make the right decisions. You got to learn how to make the right choices. And you got to know what future you want to create for yourself. This is very critical. A lot of people, okay, they are like, it is said, a ship without a rudder. They don't know where they want to go. They have no idea. So sit and decide how you want your future to be, and then make decisions based on that. And then you will learn to say no to the things that are not related to the future that you want. How many of you understood what I just said? Yeah. All right. Hearts, please. Yes. Okay. I know, Sheetal, it's 1 a.m. and I had informed that I will be coming online at 1 a.m. So you see, now sit and think as to what you want for yourself. Because at the end of the day, at the end of your life, you will be living with yourself. There will be people around you, but you can't be sure. I've seen a lot of dysfunctional families. 2 bodies together, not 2 souls together. Only 2 bodies, not 2 souls. They're off. You must have seen this in your family, right? So what kind of future do you want? Imagine it, write it, and acquire the knowledge that would help you create that future. Just give me a moment. I'll sip my... This is my protein shake. Okay? So now, do you have any questions? Because what I just, spoke, it's usually new to people. When I tell people that everything is happening at the same time, okay? Everything is happening at the same time. and there's no past, future, present, and all that, they think that I'm mad. They say पागल हो गया आदमी, इसको मालूम नहीं कि ये क्या बोल रहा है. Okay, I get criticized. But then, do you see Herbalife? No, that's not Herbalife. It's my whey protein, Isolate. So, तुम कृष्णा क्या क्या पूछते हो यार? इससे जुड़े हुए सवाल पूछो ना. Also watching Kaizen, it's very useful. Now, Gitanjali, we have Gitanjali here who got a government medical seat. Okay, kudos to you, Gitanjali. She took a year's break and then she, pulled it off. And she's watching Kaizen and she says very useful. Okay, I'm very happy to listen and gain knowledge from you after so long. You're welcome. Now, did you understand the concept? See, it's your life. You create your future based on the decisions you make, the moment-to-moment decisions that you make. Okay, own up the decisions that you make. It's fine. Sometimes you make choices that open up a different portal altogether for you. Maybe a totally unexpected portal. That is why you need to know how to respond. Okay, different portal. And maybe that portal is actually good. But then you go back to your programmed mind and think that the portal is bad. For example, you meet a person. Okay, you meet a person and there's this business deal that happens. Okay, for some reason, you think of your past and think of your past sour business deals, the business deals that did not go through well, and you think that even this is like that. Maybe this is not like that. That is why you need to have, you need to process a lot of knowledge and you need to keep educating yourself. Maybe the way you're looking at it, you need to change the glass and look at things from a new perspective. If you keep falling back to your old perspectives, you keep living your so-called past. You wouldn't create a new future for yourself. You will keep living the same old portal again and again, the same old reality again and again. Okay, so now go ahead and shoot questions. I'm going to take questions from you now. Go ahead and shoot your questions. Be quick. I cannot go up. Type again so that I read. Okay. What did we learn today? It's you who creates the future. Okay, and one of the most powerful forces is the power to choose, and do not have common sense, because common sense is outdated, overrated. Okay, have uncommon sense. Okay, common sense is not common, so it makes it uncommon, right? So what questions do we have? Okay, Sheetal asks me, then how do we handle the dysfunctional families? We don't really have good relationship with our family members because they don't get us now. How do we make them understand? We are trying our best. All right, so that is for another episode, Sheetal. Maybe tomorrow at 12:30. Okay, I'll talk to you about. I'll talk about families and all that. So what I'm telling you is, think of a future that you want to live. Right now, what you have to understand is the present moment that you are living. Okay, it is because of the decisions you made in the past. That's all. You started opening these portals up and you're living these portals. You could have, led a totally different life. But then you chose this. That is what is important. You got to understand this. The moment you understand this, you become a responsible person. Okay? So, where is this? Rhythm. Destiny पहले से लिखी है या हमारे choices in our life, हमारे actions, हमारे किस्मत decide करते हैं. बेटा पूरी रात रामायण सुना, सुबह पूछ रहा है कि करण का क्या हुआ. वो महाभारत का कैरेक्टर है भाई. What did I just tell you? We create our future. यानी कि डेस्टिनी की जब बात करते हैं तो बहुत सारे डेस्टिनीज हैं तुम्हारे लिए. शायद 10 लाख डेस्टिनीज हैं तुम्हारे लिए. लेकिन तुम कौन सा डेस्टिनी जियोगे वो तुम्हारे चॉइस पर डिपेंड करता है, और तुम्हारा चॉइस तुम्हारे नॉलेज पर डिपेंड करता है। इसीलिए नॉलेज का इम्पोर्टेंस जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा है। ओके, तुम सुबह से शाम तक टिकटॉक देखते हो, इंस्टा पे रहते हो, यहाँ वहाँ एकदम क्या बोलते हो, बेकार के काम करते हो, नॉलेज हासिल नहीं करते, तो तुम्हारे चॉइसेस कैसे होंगे? लो क्वालिटी होंगे ना। लो क्वालिटी चॉइसेस होंगे तो लो क्वालिटी वाला पोर्टल, डेस्टिनी पोर्टल खुलेगा ना तुम्हारा, एंड तुम उसको जियोगे। राइट, इट्स लाइक दैट। तो तुम्हारे चॉइसेस पर निर्भर करता है, तुम्हारा चॉइस तुम्हारे नॉलेज पर निर्भर करता है। तुम्हारा नॉलेज तुम एवरीडे कैसे बिताते हो, कितना टाइम, एनर्जी, मनी तुम इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो नॉलेज में, उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है। ओके, सो यस, एनी अदर क्वेश्चन फॉर मी? Now, if we get now, what if we regret our past decisions? Now, you see, that's another game altogether. If you start regretting our past, your past decisions, how do we change our present so that we don't regret it in the future? Sheetal, that's a good question. What if we regret our past decisions? Now, why do you want to regret your past decisions? Because when you regret something, that's again a negative vibration that you get into, a negative mindset that you get into, right? Because your decision that you made in the past, you made it based on the knowledge that you had. Okay, and if you do not upgrade yourself, life will keep giving you the same test that you failed, and you will be taking up the same test, writing the same exam, and living the same reality. And if that reality is mediocre and ordinary, you will be living the mediocre and ordinary reality. So instead of regretting, make a strong decision that you will know better to make better choices. You need to know better to make better choices. There's no point regretting. It's all about making a strong decision. Okay, I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to make better choices now. And I'm going to live a different reality. Okay? Did you get that? Did you get that? Yeah, Rhythm, I'll share this because yes, you need to listen to this twice or thrice. You're right. तो थोड़ा सा ये लोगों को कंफ्यूज कर देता है जो भी मैंने बोला. All right. तो फाइनली संबम बोनम इज दिस. अगर से कोई सवाल ववाल है तो अभी पूछ के बवाल मचा दो सवाल तुम्हारा. एंड इन द मीन टाइम आई जस्ट रैप दिस अप. तो यहाँ पर समझो तुम हो, ठीक है, ये जो फिटनेस ट्रैकर है ये तुम हो. ओके, ये तुम्हारा प्रेजेंट मोमेंट है, ठीक है, और ये तुम्हारा फ्यूचर है, यानी कि 5 फ्यूचर्स है तुम्हारे. एग्जाम्पल, तुम जो डिसीजन लोगे वो फ्यूचर का दरवाजा तुम्हारे लिए खुलेगा. तुम्हारे डिसीजन के ऊपर बात है. और जैसे ही समझो ये दरवाजा खुला तो ये सारे दरवाजे बंद हो जाएंगे. ये जो रियलिटी है, तुम ये रियलिटी को जीना शुरू करोगे. और उसके बाद भी अगर से तुमको ये पसंद नहीं है, तुमको ये समझना है दैट यू विल हैव टू एक्वायर न्यू नॉलेज, यू विल हैव टू अपग्रेड योरसेल्फ, सो दैट यहां पर जो फिर अलग अलग फ्यूचर रहता है, इससे मिलता जुलता फ्यूचर तुम नहीं जियोगे. इससे मिलता जुलता फ्यूचर तुम नहीं जियोगे. जैसे ही यहां पर तुमने वो रियलाइज कर लिया और तुमने अपना चॉइस चेंज किया, डिसीजन चेंज किया, तो तुम्हारा फ्यूचर यहां बदल सकता है. You immediately start living a different portal. That is the reason why you must have observed a lot of people जो बचपन में रहते हैं साथ अपने and all that, बड़े होकर वो साथ नहीं रहते, या फिर जवानी में जो साथ रहते हैं वो बुढ़ापे में साथ नहीं रहते, बिकॉज वो अलग अलग पोर्टल्स जीने लगते हैं. ओके, ये 1 मिनट रुक जा कृष्णा. आई टाइप माई क्वेश्चन थ्राइस सर. मैं दिखाई नहीं, एक बार भी नहीं दिखा तेरा क्वेश्चन. दिस इज गोइंग टू मेक मी थिंक अ लॉट ऑन दिस सर. थैंक यू. प्लीज डू मेक मोर ऑफ दीज लाइव्स. These are like my daily sense of motivation. Thank you, sir. Please keep making more. Sure, I'm trying to change my life for the better. And attending your lives gives me a sense of motivation and make myself better. Now, it's very simple. Motivation will not help you, sweetheart. You got to understand that motivation will not help you. What will help you is your knowledge, what you learn. You need to upgrade yourself. Because the old version will support only the old apps. right? So you need to keep updating your software. That is how the brain functions. It's not about motivation. Motivation is fine. Okay, chalo, theek hai, it's garbage. All right, but do not rely on motivation. I already spoke about it. You have attended my program, right? And Sheetal, by the way, the advanced level is starting on Thursday. Okay, keep that in your mind, and let others also know about it. We have one advanced level student here, Gitanjali. Can you just type and send, what you feel about the advanced level, so that others just read it. Gitanjali, if you're there. All right. So Krishna asks me, what if we end up having no alternative choice and not willing to choose the only choice left, sir? Kya puchta rehta hai yaar tu? Okay. What if we end up having no alternative choice? See, at the last, you have to understand this, Krishna, that you always have a choice. A lot of people don't understand that. You always have a choice. It might take, sometimes what happens is, it might take a very long time for you to live that portal that you want to live. But you can always make that subtle change, and eventually, अगर से तुम 10 डिग्री भी पलटते हो किसी रोड पे, तो वैसे ही चलते जाओगे या गाड़ी अपनी लेकर जाओगे 2-3 घंटे, you will reach a different destination. तो छोटे से भी choices matter करते हैं. Okay? And if you're not willing to choose the choice, okay, choose the only choice. Now, not choosing a choice is also a choice of not choosing the choice. Now, don't make me sound like Nityananda. Okay? So, not making a choice is also a choice of not making the choice. So, you don't have a choice, but to make a choice, because not making a choice is also a choice, because we are always making choices as long as we live. Boo. You get that? Do you get that? Right? Yes. So, one last question. One last question. Go ahead. Go ahead. One last question. All right, I'll give you 10 seconds to type. Thank you for all those hearts. Thank you. All right. Sir is making this a tongue twister. Yeah, it twists your mind actually. So go ahead. Yes, we did get that. Fantastic. All right. Thank you for all your love, all your hearts. Now, Gitanjali, it's not just about academics, but also it helped me very much in my personal life too. Now, Gitanjali is talking about the advanced level that's starting on Thursday. Okay, so she says it's just not about academics, but it also helped her in her personal life too. It's starting. Get in touch with my team tomorrow morning. We have a special session happening tomorrow evening for the advanced level students. So that was the advanced level. Now, no other question in regards to this topic of creating our own future, accessing portals and all that. A little deep stuff, right? So no other questions. Fantastic. Lovely talking to you. Make sure that you like. See, I'm coming online. I typed more about it above. Okay, thank you, Gitanjali. Let me just one moment, Gitanjali. One moment. एक announcement भी है. रुक जाओ सब लोग. Okay, here we go. Where have you written, Gitanjali? Reprogramming my brain. I'm trying to change life for better, and now attending your lives makes sense. Yo, man, yo. Gitanjali, thank you so much. Still using your methods and techniques. Okay, so now you see, I'm coming online, I'm keeping my commitment. Now show some love. Make sure you share this video. Share. Let people know, man. Let people know. A lot of people don't even know, the importance of choices and all that. So make sure that you share. At least do that. Can you show some love and share? Like. Let people know and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Fuel Number 4 Success. Okay, Fuel Number 4 Success. Go register on my website, fuel4success.com. There are a lot of blogs there. Okay, you can go through them as well. So God bless you, and make sure that you make the right choices. Make the right choice, baby. Yeah, right choice, baby. Okay, so make right choices, and it was nice talking to you all. Go ahead and make sure that you make informed choices. Keep educating yourself, keep improving yourself, keep learning, and keep growing. Okay, and thank you for your feedback, Gitanjali. You can also copy paste it and send it on the WhatsApp. Okay, send a WhatsApp message. God bless you. Nope, sir, we got your points. Fantastic. So like karo, share karo, subscribe karo, like, share, subscribe. Go ahead. You can at least do that. Good night. Love you all. See you soon.